Hello and welcome back to another installment of the STEM Center's Career Exploration Speaker Series. I am Erron Gonzalez. I'm the STEM Center Academic Program Coordinator. So in this series, we are interviewing different STEM professionals to discuss their careers that they're currently in and a little bit about how they got into those careers. So today I am with Miss Rhiannon Reyes. She's going to tell us a little bit about herself. So hi, Rhiannon.
Hi, Erron. How are you today?
Good. So can you give our audience a little bit of background about yourself and what you do for a living?
Yes, so I am a registered nurse. I have been a registered nurse for almost 7.5 years now. When I was 29 years old, I realized that I needed to find a career that could take care of me for the rest of my life. So when I was 29 years old, I started looking around, trying to figure out what I wanted to do for a living. And I started exploring nursing. Nursing is a great career. You get to help people. You don't sit at a desk. You get to walk around all day. Very, very, very similar to waiting tables. So it's kind of funny that I feel like I've been, in the service industry for most of my life. But yes, I've been a nurse for 7.5 years. I absolutely love it. I love the career that I've chosen. It's very rewarding. It has given me financial independence, and it's just been so wonderful in my life. I earned my associate degree as a nurse from San Antonio College in 2013. I went to school, like I said, I went to school when I was, I started school when I was 30, so I was a little bit older than the traditional college student, but I didn't let that stop me. It was something that I wanted to do. So San Antonio College offered the associate degree in nursing, so I went ahead and applied for that program. I graduated. I began practicing for a year. In 2015, San Antonio College had a partnership with Texas Tech, and I was able to earn my bachelor's degree in nursing from Texas Tech in 2015, which was all online. I love bedside nursing. I love being a nurse. It's a really great job. For the past year, I started teaching nursing school. So as my way of giving back to the nursing profession, I am now a part-time bedside nurse, and I teach nursing school full-time.
Wow, that's a very long, a very experienced road to get there. And I'm sure even our students could possibly relate to being in your position. So it's really great that you've made that transition and you made that connection to the service industry and to nursing.
It's a big connection. Whenever I have my students, I always ask them on the first day, who's in customer service, who's been a waitress. And when those students raise their hand, I tell them, you guys are just going to transition into nursing very well. It's taking care of people. It's satisfying people's needs. So it's real easy to do if you're a people person and you like to help people. I'm glad that I was able to choose this career. I was a little bit older than the traditional college student. So yes, it's a little scary whenever you go to college and you are sitting in a classroom full of people that are a lot younger than you, more computer savvy, a little bit faster than you. I am a first generation college student. So college wasn't necessarily, my friends went to college and I was like, yeah, I'm supposed to go to college. So I took some classes, but I never really had a direction. So it took me until I got into my late 20s to realize the benefits of college, the benefits of having that degree behind your name. And with the support, I found support, but at that time, and that's how I was able to earn my degree. So it was a little rocky to get there, but now that I've already crossed that hump, I'm so happy that I did. I'm actually pursuing my master's degree now. So not only did I get my associate degree from San Antonio College, I went ahead and it gave me the drive to get my bachelor's degree. And now, I mean, if I would have never thought 20 years ago that I would be pursuing a master's degree. Like once I get that MSN behind my name, I'm just going to be like, wow, I can't believe you did that,
Yeah.
So I'm really excited that nursing has elevated me to continue my education.
That's awesome. That's really good. And congratulations on the master's program.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's intense, but it's fun.
yeah. So I do have to ask, being a nurse, I'm assuming you work in clinical, or are you more in the hospital setting?
I work in the hospital setting. I've been a hospital bedside nurse this whole time.
So how has COVID really affected you and the rest of your colleagues?
So COVID is very, very interesting. None of us could have predicted a pandemic would happen in the United States. We would have so many sick people. We would all be wearing masks to the grocery store. This is just, I mean, when we talk about it, it's so weird that this is happening right now in our country. But it has been a total blessing to be an essential worker during this time. Whenever the pandemic got kind of bad there towards the end of March, restaurants were closing, shopping centers were closing, everything that was non-essential was closing. And so people started worrying, how am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to pay my mortgage? How am I going to put food on the table for my family? And fortunately, I was not one of those people. I am an essential worker. I have been working full-time, if not overtime, for the past 6 months. I have, my regular job has not skipped a beat. The only really thing that has changed is when I go to the hospital, there are like protocols that change kind of on a daily or weekly basis. It's like, today we're going to wear this mask. Today you have to wear this mask. You have to wear this gown today. There's things have changed with COVID. Now we're doing this. So protocols and procedures have changed, but I still go to work and nurse like a nurse. I still go and take care of patients. I still, have patients with respiratory distress. Sometimes this COVID is causing like cardiac problems. So my job has not changed at all. And like I said, I feel that is a huge blessing. I am a single mother. I do have a child. After I became a nurse, I was able to buy a home. So I'm a single mom with a mortgage. And so it was a just huge blessing not to worry about having to pay my bills during this pandemic. And then I'm very proud to say that I have been able to help the citizens of San Antonio, the people that I live with.
Wow, that's amazing. And kudos to you and your colleagues for having to deal with all that.
Yeah, it's been a very trying time, but we chose the profession. We love what we do, and we're happy to be the ones that are helping our community.
Yeah. So one question I do have is, if any of our students were interested in going into the nursing field, what is some advice or what are some suggestions that you might have for them as they, either look or they're currently in their academic career into nursing?
If you have the passion to help people, nursing is such an amazing career. I absolutely love my job. One awesome thing about nursing is that there are so many different things to do. You can be a pediatric nurse and take care of children. You can be like a newborn nurse or a labor and delivery nurse and take care of little tiny babies. You can be a nurse who takes care of the geriatric population. You can work in a hospital setting. You can work in a doctor's office setting. There is research nursing. So you can work as a research nurse where you work in an office collecting data, educating about medications, and you don't do that patient care. You can work for a pharmaceutical company and you can be an educator for a pharmaceutical company. Travel nursing, if you like to travel and have somebody else pay for it, travel nursing is amazing. You can just work at different hospitals all over the country, Boston, Chicago, LA. You can go to the Florida in the summer and you can go up to Oregon in the winter if you want. Travel nursing is an awesome part of being a nurse, but there's just so many options. If you don't want to do the same thing for the rest of your life, you can do nursing because there's so many different parts of nursing that you could do. So if you do one thing for 2 years and you get a little bored, go do something else. You're never going to run out of options with nursing. It's definitely the kind of job for somebody who likes to be on the go. Even if you do become a nurse who is working in some sort of office, it's still fast paced. There's things happening. You're moving around, talking to different people. Nursing is a team sport. That's what we always say. Nursing is a team sport. It's a lot of teamwork. It's a lot of camaraderie. But yeah, anybody who is in nursing, awesome. It's hard. Nursing school is not easy, but stick with it because I promise you're going to love it once you get that little ADN on the back of your name. And for anybody who's thinking about nursing, when you come home, you feel good about your day. I helped that person today. I educated that patient about that disease process, and I'm hoping that they will go home and listen to what I say and they'll get better. You're there for friends and family when they have people that are sick. Sometimes you have really sick patients that can't talk to you. They're intubated, they're on ventilators. We're taking care of the patient, but yet also we're taking care of the family. Through my bedside nursing, I realized that I very much liked helping the brand new nurses. I helped educating patients and family members on disease processes. So I realized that the education part of nursing was what I liked. And so
Mm-hmm.
now that's why I'm teaching nursing school, because I want to help, elevate all these nursing students to a higher level and make them wonderful nurses so that they can flourish in their careers.
Wow. I mean, I didn't really know that there was so many different aspects of nursing.
There is so many. There's actually even one of my friends recently started a forensic nursing program. There's actually a program where you are working with like with the medical examiner, and you're working with cadavers and stuff like that. So you never touch live human beings. So it's kind of weird to think that there's forensic nursing, but if you love watching, Law and Order and all those shows, you can go into nursing and you can pursue a bachelor's degree in forensic nursing. And you're never going to touch a live human being, but you're going to help figure out what happened to that person as they passed away. So yeah, there's so many parts of nursing. It's such a cool profession.
Wow. So my last question for you is, what are some last minute words that you want to, tell our audience or give to our audience, some maybe some suggestions on what they should do next? And is there, how can they contact you, or, just any plugs that you want to give?
Like I said, I mean, I think it shows in the way that I talk. I absolutely love my profession. 20 years ago, I would have never thought I would become a nurse. And then, when I started thinking, all right, we need to start paying these bills easily. Like, what are you going to do for the rest of your life to have financial independence? After I decided nursing, I went to nursing school. I cried a lot. I was very sleep deprived. Nursing school was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. But it's 100% worth it. If you are, if you're having issue, oh, I want to be a nurse. I don't know how to, how do I get into college? How do I study? I don't know how to write papers. There's so many resources out there. When I was at San Antonio College, I know there was counselors, there was people that can help me. When I went to get my bachelor's degree, there are writing labs. You can, if you're scared about writing papers, you can write your paper, and then the writing lab will help proofread your paper before you turn it in. There are so many resources. All you need to have is the drive to obtain a college degree, and there is so much help out there to get it. So if you're interested in nursing school, do it, apply. And once you get into the program, don't give up, because it's such a rewarding career. So yeah, I encourage everybody to be nurses, because being a nurse is such an awesome profession. So if you think, maybe I want to do that, just do it. I promise you're gonna love your life. It's a great career.
Those are good words to tell our students, and it's so great to see how passionate you are about it. I know that it's very comforting as someone who's possibly a patient, comforting to find out that there's a lot of nurses that are very compassionate and obviously willing not just to help you, but help your family as well. So thank you. And so I will just say thank you for joining us today, and hopefully when the pandemic's over, we can have you on campus and be able to meet our students.
Oh, sure. Anytime. Yeah. Anything you ever need, give me a holler. Because yes, I love giving passion and hope to the nurses of the future.
Thank you.